Being honest may not get you a lot of friends, but it'll always get you the right ones. Just because you miss someone doesn't mean you need them back in your life. Missing is a part of getting over. You only get one body. Take care of it, you'll have it all your life. And while it is incredibly resilient, it can only give you what you put in. You cannot have everything. You always exchange something for something. Don't look for happiness. It's always inside you. Fear limits most people throughout their lives and permeates through all of their decisions. Do your best to control it, overcome it, and revel when you defeat it. If you can drop anything from your world, drop the ego. People will always project their fears and limiting beliefs onto you. What you must do is build a shield against this noise so you can protect yourself from it. Going back to your ex is like having a shower and putting dirty underwear back on. Keep an open mind and act like an artist, but think, fail, and learn like a scientist. You don't find your purpose somewhere else. You create your purpose exactly where you are, and you bear meaning to it. Do not discuss your past with anyone, because only you know its true story and significance. Others may not understand or even use it against you. Out of difficulties, grow miracles. Your tomorrow may be way different from your today if you try. Keep crying about what is not working today, and I promise you that your tomorrow is working. Sometimes the world is trying to tell you who you are, but if you don't stop to reflect and listen, you'll never be able to hear. The days that you don't want to do anything are the days that you need to do the most. The only thing you can control is how you feel, do, and think. Stop trying to change other people because it almost never works. You are stronger than you think. You have gotten through every bad day in your life, and you are undefeated. Nobody is going to watch out for you like you. You're braver than you believe, stronger than you seem, and smarter than you think. Your life won't go as planned, and trust me, it's a good thing. People aren't for you or against you, they're for themselves. Commitment is what gets you started. Consistency is what gets you somewhere, and persistence is what keeps you going. Good judgment comes from experience, and experience comes from bad judgment. Life is not always fair. People that lie and cheat can often come out on top. But no matter how bad a situation may seem, you just have to keep battling on. There comes a time in your life when you have to choose to turn the page, write another book, or simply close it. When you come out of the storm, you won't be the same person who walked in. Trust yourself. You've survived a lot, and you'll survive whatever is coming. Letting go was very hard, but it's the best thing to do. Not everything in your brain needs to come out of your mouth. If someone is trying to bring you down, it only means you are above them. Don't get emotionally attached to anyone. People change. Even your best friends can turn into strangers one day. Learn to be content and happy by yourself. If you need a company to be happy, then it will make you weak. You can fall in love more than once. You don't need to worry much when someone you love leaves you. Most of the time, it's for the good. You don't only live once, you live multiple lives within one. Don't do anything that you'll have to lie about later. People give you advice based on their perspective. If someone emphasizes that they are telling the truth, you can be sure they are lying. Don't compare the behind the scenes of your life to someone else's highlight reel. With time, the more wins with fear you can accumulate, the more fearless you will become. Act like you have been there before. Your parents were correct multiple times, even if not academically qualified. Stop insulting them when they advise you. Don't make permanent decisions on temporary emotions. Overthinking ruins you. It ruins the situation, twists things around, makes you worry about futile questions, and makes everything much worse than it actually is. If you're going to get angry about something, think to yourself, will I remember this in 10 years? Share your progress, not your goals, and you'll always be motivated. Don't be afraid to be alone. Being by yourself is fairer than being with crappy people. If you put her on a pedestal, she has no choice but to look down on you. The people who ask the most from you are the people who do the least for you. You owe nothing to your younger self, but you owe everything to your present self. First, you choose a partner on the basis of their looks and enjoy until you realize that your kids will not be raised by their looks, but by their values. Light travels faster than sound. That's why some people appear bright until you hear them speak. You can cut all the flowers, but you cannot keep spring from coming. Let others' actions speak for them. People will show you far more than they will tell you. Everything that you do, you are creating dots. You can connect those dots in the later part of life and understand why you did what you did. All you have is the now and what you do with it. You can't change what happened, no matter if it was your fault or someone else messed it up. Don't be mad about it. Deal with the challenge. Chasing happiness will lead you to misery until you realize that happiness is the way. Your entire life can change in an instant. So instead of passively taking what you have for granted, be grateful for it and do whatever good you can with it. When something happens and it causes us pain, the pain is there to teach us a lesson. It is not so that we feel pain for the sake of pain. Change is not a threat. It's an invitation to live. We either make ourselves miserable or we make ourselves strong. The amount of work is the same. Keep your expectations only to yourself. You think you know someone, but mostly you just know what you want to know. Bad days build better days. Rehearsing situations in your head is a waste of time. The situation will always be different than anything your imagination will come up with. Take the first step in faith. You don't have to see the whole staircase, just take the first step. Happiness is not the absence of problems. It's the ability to deal with them. People will walk in and out of your life, and those you least expect will become past. Remembrances of a temporary time you once thought was permanent.